Good afternoon, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. This is Rich again, back for your second video blog of the day for Monday, June 15th, 2015, around 3:01 in the afternoon, Billerica, Massachusetts. Still cloudy out, a little bit of rain showers, but the significant rain's over. Some places got up to an inch of rain. We do need it, and this is going to be the last cool day for a while. Hopefully it gets into 70s and 80s and 90s. Some news to report. CVS Pharmacy has bought Target's pharmacy brand for $1.9 billion. That's a lot of money. And the Denver Nuggets are going to name Mike Malone as their new head coach. Mike Malone was previously the coach of the Sacramento Kings. So congratulations to him. And that's about it on the news for right now. My next video blog subject is about the classic TV game show from Canada, Definition. Definition lasted for about 14 and a half years on CTV in Canada from September 9th, 1974 to March 10th, 1989. It was created by Nick Nicholson and E. Roger Miller, who are famous for creating Howdy Doody and the Newlywed Game and a couple of other game shows. And it was produced by Glenn Warren Productions, and it was hosted for the first season by Bob McLean, and for the rest of the years was hosted by Jim Perry, who's famous for hosting Card Sharks and Sail of the Century in the United States. Jim Perry actually announced the first season of Definition, but when he moved to become the host, longtime Toronto weatherman Dave Duvall was the announcer. Dave Duvall also worked on several other game shows in Canada. And Definition was based loosely on Hangman, and it was also kind of a variation of the classic TV game show in the United States, Wheel of Fortune, which debuted roughly a few months later in 1975 and stuff. And this is how Definition was played. There were two teams, one a contestant, one a celebrity. They used celebrities on Definition from when it went on the air in 1974 through 1986. And usually the celebrities were people from Canada, celebrities from Canada. They used a lot of TV news personalities from Canada. They even used some NHL players. And in the United States, they had celebrities come from the United States. Usually some of them appeared on game shows in the United States. Others were actors and actresses who hardly did game shows in the United States. They did it in Canada and stuff. And the teams had to guess phrases by giving letters away. And before like the puzzle was to be given letters away, Jim Perry or Bob McLean offered a pun as a clue. And here's a pun, an example of a pun. What happens when the smog lifts in California? UCLA. That's a pun. That's a clue. And usually the challengers go first, and they give a letter away. They usually give the letters like Q, X, and Z, which they called a Z away at first. If those letters did not appear on the clue, then the other player could take a letter. But if those where letters would give away was in the puzzle, then the opposing team would get control, and they would get a free guess and stuff like that. If not, the control passed to them. And that was the strategy. When they had to give a letter, they would have to give away the rare letters at first. But once those rare letters were gone, it would be very hard to give away a letter that's not in the puzzle. If they used the common letters like R, S, T, L, and E, that was the famous ones at Wheel of Fortune, more likely than not, if they gave those letters away, more likely those letters would be taken and stuff. and they would continue until the puzzle was solved. And the first team to guess either two or puzzles, or later on in the years, 3 puzzles, won the match and advanced to the bonus round when one final definition was revealed, and it was letter by letter. The contestant had to guess the phrase right. If they didn't get the phrase right and the letters ran out, they would get paid $10 for each unrevealed letter. But if they got the phrase right, they would get a small prize, like a small gift, like small appliances, like a can opener or electric razor or a waffle maker and stuff like that. And if the contestant won 5 games in a row, the champion, they would go for a bigger prize, like a bigger appliances. And usually Definition did not give away major prizes like trips or brand new cars until maybe like the 8th or 9th season it was on the air. And many people mocked Definition for giving the prizes so cheaply and stuff like that, but maybe they were on a limited budget and stuff, and they couldn't give away cars or like expensive trips all the time. You gotta understand it. But it was a big hit in Canada for many, many years. It was one of the longest running game shows in Canada history, and actually it spun off. They had a British version of Definition for the British network ITV from 1978 through 1986, which was played similar to Definition in Canada with Don Most and eventually as the first host, and eventually Jeremy Beadle, who I don't think is related to Michelle Beadle of Sports Nation. And the show's theme song was So Bossy Nova, played by Quincy Jones, and that theme song was to do-do-do-do, 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 do-do-do-do. That famous song, that theme song, was also used on several of the Austin Powers movies starring Mike Myers. Mike Myers grew up in Canada, and he was a big fan of watching Definition. And Definition was taped at suburban Toronto in Scarborough, Ontario, the home of Steve TV headquarters and stuff like that. And Definition I saw a few of them on YouTube. It's a pretty good game show and stuff. It lasted several years. I'm very surprised they never had a United States version of Definition and stuff, because watching it on YouTube and stuff, like Definition could be a good GSN original game show, but they never had a chance to do it. Plus, Jim Perry said on an interview years and years ago that Definition probably wouldn't be a big hit in the United States because the Canadians were big on gameplay and stuff like that, and they had a very good English language because Canada's a British Commonwealth of England and stuff, and Jim Perry says it probably would have not translated big on the United States of America, being a hit on game show in the United States. But you never know. Maybe the production company did not want to bring it to the United States and sell it to syndication on network. But I think they should have, because that Definition could have been a very big game show hit in the United States for a network or syndication, especially in the 80s and stuff like that. They could still do a Definition today if they could revive it for a GSN original, because GSN in the past have had several word games, and it could fit right into GSN's game plan and stuff. They could have 2 contestants and stuff doing it and stuff. And that's about it on the game show Definition. I'll be back for the third and final video blog of the night tonight, which will be about former NHL player and future Hockey Hall of Famer Timo Sundlani. Have a good day, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And like I always say, keep calm, and I'm Julie Broden Guy. See you later.